Well, Jeff got me pretty good today. I looked on my email, and apparently he remembered a very funny situation involving the St. Petersburg Police Benevolent Association, in which basically they called me one day when I was sitting at home, or sitting at Jeff's house, and I was all alone. I was just sleeping on the couch, and the phone rang, and it was just some people asking for some money for the PBA. And I said, I didn't even have a job at that time. So I just said, I really can't. And they were like really pushy. I mean, like some sort of call center, telemarketing firm. And I said, I don't have anything. And they were like, okay, how much do you think we could get out of you? Like $5, $10? I said, I have nothing. I don't have anything. Just $5? I was half asleep at the time. So I just, yeah, whatever, $5. And thank you, Mr. Walker. And they hung up. I never paid them. They sent me a nice little bumper sticker I guess I could put on the back of my car that I didn't have. And that way if I ever got pulled over, they could just say, oh, you're a PBA contributor, which I wasn't. Well, I never gave to them, and they kept calling and calling and calling. And, I was a collection agency, basically. Finally, they were like, must we take action, Mr. Walker? They sent like a card to the house. And like they're threatening me for a donation that they were very pushy with. So Jeff again thought that was extremely humorous. So he reminded me of that this afternoon. So that was a good one. What I want to do now is talk about some funny stories that occurred with some other friends of ours in the Tampa Bay area. So hang tight. Okay, Jeff remembers there was, he knows Rick Saunders and John Saunders. Those were two funny cats. And apparently we knew a guy who was pretty weird. His name was Tim Hampton. And Rick and I don't remember the details of this, but Rick and I went over and we rolled his house full of toilet paper, which I thought was funny. It was interesting, and we used to sit on his roof all the time. But needless to say, about 1995 or 95, I went back by his house, Tim Hampton's house, to see how he was doing. And his big, fat, white trash mother came out of the house and said he didn't want anything to do with me anymore. So, cheers for him. He must be doing well. Another thing we did, I made a list here of some of the things we did. Oh, our Atlanta trip with Rick. Rick and I went to Atlanta, which is this trip was the birth of the famous quote, which I cannot even say because some other people are going to be watching this, so I can't repeat it. But let's just say we were lost, and Rick knows the quote. One of the funnier things that happened at this in the city, Atlanta, a place where I used to live, which I hated every day of my life. Let me tell you about this trip. As Rick might remember, the Access Club. Yeah, I can't even say that without smiling. The Access Club. I don't know if it's still there, but if you are ever traveling through the wonderful city of Atlanta, don't go there. That's a mistake. What happened was Rick and I were like going on one of these road trips, and we were looking for a place to get a couple beers, maybe meet some girls and that sort of thing. Well, we were down in the I think the Buckhead area of Atlanta, and we found a really cool club, and it was still early. It was called the Access Club, and as we walked in, it was very nice. It was like these Greek Parthenon style front of the club, and it was very nice. We went in, and the doorman was just like, yeah, come on in, boys, just come on in, no cover, nothing. So we went in. It was still early, so maybe that was why we justified it. We went in, we went to the bar. Very nice club, by the way, inside, very immaculate. And we went and we ordered a couple of Heinekens, and the barman was like here. The bar was like right here. And he's like, yeah, what do you, a couple of Heinekens. Okay, sure, Heineken. As he walked away, he was wearing like like some Hawaiian tropic shorts. Like, I mean, really jacked up, you know what I'm talking about? So we were looking, and I was like, Rick, what is that? And Rick, of course, identified immediately where we were. As we looked around, yeah, we were in a gay bar. So we didn't tell that many people, but I don't care. I thought it was funny. Well, Rick was like, I'm not wasting a beer. I'm going to finish my beer and get out of here. So what we did is we went to play a game of pool. It's still early, so the regulars didn't show up yet. So just so for your information, if you're ever in the Atlanta area, don't go to the Axis Club.